In this tutorial, I just want to go through the settings in WordPress that I need to change. I'll remind you this isn't a complete course on how to use WordPress. All I'm going to show you are the settings that I'm going to change. So if you want to follow along and you're building a site with me doing this, then just do what I do. And all the settings we're going to change are down here in the settings menu on the left when you've logged into your dashboard. And the settings has a number of different pages. We've got general, writing, reading, discussion, media, permalinks, and limit login attempts. That was added during the installation process when we checked that button to limit the login attempts. Right, this first page, general settings, only really requires one change, and that's the email address. I'm having it as fishyfats66@gmail.com. If you want to change time format or your time zone, then you can do that down here as well. I'm leaving all that as default. When you finish making changes, make sure you click the Save Changes button. The next tab we want to go to is the Writing tab, because we want to add a ping list. Now, essentially a ping list is just a list of web addresses that are notified when you add or update content on your site. So it's a good idea to have one, because then all of these services, Google included, will be told that you've had new content. The rest of this stuff up above, we are not going to touch that right now, but just down here, the ping list. What I'm going to suggest you do is go over to google.com and type in WordPress ping list 2015. And we'll have a look and see if we can find a ping list for 2015. Okay, we've got some down here. Best WordPress ping list. It really doesn't matter which one you use, because most of them are going to be quite comprehensive, and really the important ones are the Google based ones. Just scroll down. Okay, here's the ping list down here. All I'm going to do is I'm going to just make sure I got that again. Start at the last one. And it's okay, I'm having trouble with this. Let me see if it will let me start from the top. Okay, I can see it just about selecting them now. I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom of the list, the last one there. Right click, copy, and then go back to WordPress. I'm going to delete the one that's in there and paste in this new list. So you can see now I've just pasted in that ping list. So that's all you need to do. Just go and find a ping list, a recent one, and paste it in, and then save changes. As you can see, we've got the ping list saved now. The next setting is in the readings menu, and we're going to change this top bit later when we've had some content, or probably change it. I haven't decided yet, but we need to look at the content on the site first. The blog pages to show at most, we can leave that for now. Syndication feed show, we can leave that as well as it is. For each article in the feed show the summary. That just means that the RSS feed for your site, which is automatically set up and available, will only show summaries of the content and not the complete content. The problem with showing the full text is that it's easy for people to scrape it and copy your content and paste it onto their own sites. This last one, search engine visibility, I recommend you leave it unchecked, because we want Google to see that we're actually working on the site. If you check it, what that happens then is there is a message sent into a file in your site called the robot.txt file, which tells Google, don't spider, don't index, don't archive any pages on this site, we're not ready. But I like to have the site visible from the very beginning, so I leave that unchecked and save changes. The next page we'll have a quick look at is the discussion. And all the top settings we can leave. We want to scroll down to before a comment appears, and just click comment must be manually approved, because we want to manually approve all comments. And the other thing, hold a comment in a queue if it contains one or more links. Okay. You can also create blacklists there, but we're going to leave that for now. Scroll to the bottom, and this is the avatar section. We want to show avatars. We only want to have G-rated avatars, so suitable for all audiences. That means if somebody has an avatar which they've specified at gravatar.com is X-rated or R-rated, then their gravatars won't be shown. If the person commenting doesn't have an avatar, what do we want to show? We've got options here. Click blank. We don't want to show anything, because if we have these images, then it's taking bandwidth from our site. It slows down the site. So just click blank, and then there's no image loaded. Click save, and we're done for that. The next group of settings we want are permalinks. We're not bothered about the media settings. And this is the structure of the URLs that are going to be used on the site. We want to select custom, and there's already one in here, but that's not what I want. What I want to do is, I'll leave that post name in there because I want to keep the post name. What I want is to show the post name, but I want also the category name in there as well. And to add the category, we put a %, category, %, but we don't need 2 forward slashes because we've now got the post name. So what it will show is, it will show fishyfats.com / the category of the post and then the post name. And we can leave these 2 boxes empty down the bottom. And I can show you what that's done now. If we go over to the website, we should have a Hello World post that's been created by WordPress. If I click on it to load that particular page, we can see fishyfats.com / the category, which is currently uncategorized because that's the default set by WordPress, and then the post name Hello World. So we've now got the URLs set up properly. The final option here, limit login attempts, is only there if you install that during the installation of WordPress. I did, so let me just quickly show you how I'm going to change that. And first and foremost, I use RoboForm to remember usernames and passwords, so I don't make mistakes when I'm trying to log in. So I'm only going to allow 1 retry before somebody is locked out. And how many minutes do I want to lock them out for? Well, let's say 2 hours, 120 minutes. 4 lockouts increase lockout time to, say, 2 lockouts increase lockouts time to 24 hours. And I'm going to change that to 48 hours. Okay, so somebody can try and log in once. If they fail, they're locked out for 2 hours. If they wait 2 hours, try log in again, and then they have another fail, they're then locked out for 2 days. And that is all on this particular screen. So that's the settings. We've been through them. We're now ready to move on to the next step.